to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you here in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
1, 2,
What up, though? And welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Mo Rax.
What up, though?
Got your sus to the TV.
Bad beats, bro.
JB Smooth with the ones and twos. It's twos. That was a new one. I was confused. I was like, I don't know if you can tell, I was thrown off a bit, but
It sounded like Biggie at the beginning. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6,
I try to switch it up for you guys, you know, here and there.
well, I heard like the voice, and I'm like, who?
We're about to drop the 10 crack commandments on you.
No, that's not Biggie. Well, nonetheless. Welcome back.
What?
No, it doesn't sound like a Biggie beat to me.
Oh, no, I'm just saying at the beginning when it went 1, 2, 3.
That threw me off. I'm like, which one are you?
Yeah, which
you
one?
know,
You know that's where Drake's sixes come from, right? Like the six that drop.
From
it comes from the 10 Crack Commandments. It comes from Biggie's 10 Crack
I'm not
Commandments.
surprised. Drake steals
Damn.
everything. He literally
That's
stole
dope.
an entire Mace verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
I don't understand how he got away with that one.
And he does it all the time.
Could you turn this one down a bit, JB? I can't. Maybe I should turn my thing up. Maybe.
Yeah.
There we go.
What if we did the 10 like Detroit fandom commandments or something like that?
1,
That would be
never
hard.
get too emotionally invested. Never get high on the Lion Supply.
That's very true too. 3.
3, don't hate on superstars just because they played a bad 3 games.
Yeah. Wow. K started off hot last
Kid
night.
was balling.
Man's was hot for his half.
Man was hot.
Absolutely. I went from turn down. I can't hear nothing because I
Yeah, because
was
you
unplugged.
just unplugged it. You always do that.
I don't always do that.
We appreciate you guys tapping in and watching us on WoodwardSports.com, the one, the only, the best website you'll ever need for all of your Detroit sports content.
100%.
But you got. Let's get right into it. I want to see. I didn't even watch it
What?
because you sent it last night when I was trying to sleep.
What?
You sent me you started texting me at 2 in the morning. I'm laying about. Like,
Hey,
bro.
big head, you up?
Yeah, for real. I'm trying to sleep. I gotta wake
you
up
up
in
right
6
now?
hours.
What
It's
are you doing?
I could not sleep. I can't sleep lately.
Throw up that Katy Perry video.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You can take the audio off if you want. We
Yeah,
talk
make
over
sure-
it.
make
Yeah,
sure the
I got
audio's
no
off.
audio.
right,
No
cool.
audio. Here we
See
go.
this?
Hold on, look how she tries to fix it by tapping the side of her head.
That's not where the button is.
Like, what in the West world? You know what I'm saying?
Make even more noise for my
JB, have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's been floating around a little bit, man. I don't know what's going on. I want to say she had something in her eye, but
That's
But to
don't
fix
know.
it, she like tapped the side of her head.
that
that
was
was
my eye.
weird.
I'm not going like this.
Yeah.
And she's wearing a recycling bin for a dress.
The outfit threw me out.
bro.
The outfit threw me off too, so I was a little confused. I didn't know what was going on in this concert or this video, so I'm like,
I didn't even know Katy Perry still made songs.
She is.
I used to rock with Katy
Yeah.
Perry. Like her old stuff was fire.
What?
You didn't like Katy Perry?
Yeah.
trash.
Bro, Katy Perry had bangers.
Katy Perry's trash.
Don't even trip.
California
Come
girl.
on,
California
Easy.
Girls, yeah.
Come on.
I hated that song.
All of her old stuff, bro. Katy Perry had bangers.
That like
Firework, the one. What was the one with Kanye? Oh,
the.
We got him. We got
E.T.?
him.
Yeah, I mean that's good.
Yeah, Juicy J on a couple of
That one's hard.
The dude, she's got bangers. But
Yeah.
now
You know
she's
what
an
it was?
industry plant for real.
She started beefing with T Swift. I'm Team T Swift. All right.
I like T Swizzle too.
You know T Swift. She's where's that?
Don't bring
Also,
that name
I
up for
haven't-
young sus.
I haven't
outsold
listened to
Kendrick.
any of her stuff.
That's how she's very. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
she's her.
I haven't listened to her stuff in years.
Dorothy
too.
Turner.
Dorothy Turner, but her old music was good. Like when she was like actually country music. Yeah.
First you drop a Kanye thing, and you're like, she was good when she was country.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't listen to any of her
That
new
was
stuff.
she was at her best. She
We
was
might,
at
have
her
to
peak.
get, we might have to get Nick
Spencer
Leach in
going
here.
K-Rock on us.
If we're gonna do a minute on Taylor Swift, we might have to get Nick Leach in here. He's
Oh my god, bro! I'll never forget that.
I was walking in. I forget. I think it was the new Denzel Curry album.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was talking
Fire.
to somebody about. I was like, you know,
It was me.
Yeah, I was like, Easy, you hear that new album? And Leach goes, that new T Swizzle or that
But
new
like
T
with
Swift?
excitement, you say like that new T Swift.
And immediately, I was like, no.
Yeah. We all just looked at him like, what?
Yeah, I was.
I'll never forget that.
I haven't heard any of her, but her old stuff was James.
Nah.
You're
It was
on the
just-
phone with your girlfriend.
Oh,
she's
T-Swift.
upset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. What do you mean nah?
Dude,
You're a salty Kendrick
stop.
I
fan.
don't.
Yeah, stop.
It's nothing to do with Kendrick. I've just never liked her music at all.
Don't
Like,
even.
I never,
You're lying.
Bro.
never.
She
I
drops
promise
bars.
you.
Everyone.
I
she's got a
promise you.
song
Even the
with
song with
T-Pain.
Kendrick, I don't like.
Too late.
Got something in my face.
Oh, hey, yo.
Yeah.
That's what people say.
Bars.
Yeah,
Bars.
just not my thing.
Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights.
Can't stop, won't stop.
We discuss everything pop culture.
It was. I mean, she's got a song with T-Pain.
Okay,
Was that
I
me?
like T-Pain, but I probably
That was like way early.
I don't like.
That was
I don't
weird.
like
I did
Taylor
respect
That's
Swift.
what I'm
that,
saying.
though.
I haven't listened to any of her new stuff except for that one song.
Yeah.
Shake it off, shake it off.
That's a bang. That took over the world.
That was that's a banger for certified banger.
Last thing I will
Certified
say
banger.
though, she is a thug for what she did. Where she was like, she didn't own her masters, so what she did is she literally re-recorded a whole album and then re-released it, and then it was technically brand new. So she owned the masters of that. So she just re-recorded it and called it like the red version or the blue
she does
version
her
or
own
something
thing.
like that.
That's crazy.
That is hilarious.
That is baller.
As much as like she's a bit of a Karen, I feel like.
She's Karen for sure.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Kanye did like some Kanye stuff.
That
to her,
was
though.
that was the start of his psychological
Yeah.
downfall.
Oh, for sure. For
When
sure.
he made her famous. No, I'm
Yeah.
playing.
And yeah, but then he dropped Life of Pablo.
Throw on. All right, one more time. This Westworld situation here.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna be taking this like somewhere we weren't supposed to take it, but like
Let's see.
I already know what you're
I'm
gonna
just
say.
not even gonna take it there. Just like
Wait,
when you don't
hold
grab
on.
the
It's
towel.
not looping. Hold on. Give me a second.
you're good. You're good. It's all right. I just can't wait for like that kind of stuff to be available to like consumers. You know, just have like a Katy Perry robot. Have you watched Westworld?
Here you go.
I've seen Westworld.
You know? And the kids make it even more robotic.
Make even more noise for my
Tits. Gotta know.
Out of her cans.
Yeah, she pulls the microphone out. Look at her. Oh, I saw that. There you go. The cans on her cans. All right, guys.
I'm gonna start doing that. Maybe it's code.
If you guys don't know, some breaking news: Jamar Chase out for 3 to 4 weeks.
4 to 6.
4 to 6 weeks for you fantasy footballers and gamblers. I'm happy about
I
it.
feel I saw
I don't
JB.
have him. You got Jamar Chase?
Yes, that's my wide receiver 1 too. By the way,
Oof.
He took a minute to get going this year too, did he not?
Ah.
There's a guy in my league that's trying to get rid of him.
He didn't play well. I think the first game that didn't play well at all. The Bengals.
I think the one thing I guess that's like, because these guys are still fairly young. This is his second year. He was rookie of the year last year. I think he's like fairly new to like getting those double teams, those extra looks. You know what I'm saying? Versus like not being a rookie and getting away with just dominating.
Tyler
dudes.
Boyd's season though.
Tyler
Yeah.
Boyd had a hell of a
Tyler
catch last
Boyd's
week.
season. He had a hell of a game
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah, he did.
I benched him. I feel so
I
stupid.
didn't start him either.
Yeah.
Who'd you start over him?
I picked up a Dallas wide receiver just because I was
Oh,
like
wow.
everything
That's what you get,
anti-Lions.
bro.
Yeah.
It's fair.
I'm glad that happened to you, to be honest. After that, hearing
Thank
that.
you.
Well, what do you
Means a
got to
lot.
say about Kate Cunningham's performance last night?
Bruv, what we mean? He's him. That first half, I was kind of disappointed that he cooled down in the second half. I don't know what it was. He wasn't nearly as aggressive as he was in the first, but you know, for a first game without. And let me, bro. You see, you put me to sound like a hater. You knew that's what I was gonna. This is going, but his first game without Ivy, they're gonna gel, right? They're gonna. That was my concern. That was the fit. His first game without, everyone's wondering what's wrong with Cade. People on Twitter saying he took a step back. It's been like 3 games. How the hell he take a step back? Like, fam. Nonetheless, first game without Ivy, dude was balling. Had no respect for
Anybody.
my man Trey Young last night. Anybody. Yeah, everybody's getting the smoke.
DeJounte Murray started clamping him at the end of the
The
game.
second
Yeah.
half, yeah. He hit him, on that fast break block. I was like, oh.
That's Saddiq Bey's fault.
Like I respect that though. Like I love defense. That's I think it's because of the 04 Pistons. Maybe that's what I've grown accustomed to. But like, that was sick. You know what I'm saying? You
That
love
was
to see
Saddiq
it, but
Bey's fault.
not my man K. Like
That
why
was
had to be
Saddiq
him?
Bey's fault. He should have warned Kate Cunningham that John Collins was coming in like a locomotive
Yeah.
right behind him.
No, but Cade's first game without Ivy. But they're gonna gel.
You rather see Corey Joseph out there?
Nah, I don't. I'm joking. If Ivy continues to shoot like really well, Like they'll be fine. I mean, it's going to be a gelling situation. I sent that text to you, Jeff, and Mikey last night, and Nick to troll you, but it's true. You know what I'm saying, obviously it's going to be a gelling situation. It just is. Save me yourselves. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Where do you want me to go with this?
Just
you want me to bail you out?
Yeah, bail me out. Because that's one thing is like I stand behind everything I'm saying. It's just the only thing is like it gets twisted into hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you hate so and so. You hate so and so. Like hate.
No.
It's a gelling process. Cade and Ivy's gonna be a gelling process. Like the slow start for Cade. I told you this actually last week. He's just trying to get guys. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to learn where they hit their shots and stuff.
Mm-hmm. You're Buck Nasty. It's all right.
What is that?
Player Hit of the Year.
Oh, Uncle Ruckus. That's Kanye.
No,
That's Kanye.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Kanye for real.
No, but I mean, do you guys, you think that correlates at all last night, just seeing Cade go off like that?
I mean, obviously that's extra shots, but also he at the end of the day was getting looks, going early, and what do you do in basketball when you're going early? You keep going.
Yeah.
And he wasn't settling for threes. Yeah. He was taking the ball in the lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what did he end up shooting from three last night? He went absolutely cold the second half, though.
Yes,
which was disappointing. The Pistons were in the game, too. Like, it was a winnable game.
Yeah.
Come down to it. And I don't know if the Hawks situation, I don't know if I want to contribute that to them also gelling as well.
Yeah.
Because what is their record at the beginning of the season? Do you know, Sus?
Not off the top of my head, but
Cade shot 1 of 3.
Yeah, 1 of 3 from 3. I was going to say. That's
Okay.
what.
The Hawks are 3-1.
Bogdanović, though. We told you.
That fofo.
That fofo.
Yeah, we're going to get into that for sure.
Yeah, definitely get into that one. We got to, obviously, again, the line's been drawn in the sand. All right, teams have been made. Are you team patience or not? And I'm letting you guys all know right now, it truly is. I feel like I'm running a campaign ad.
Your team patience or team Adam?
There's not a right answer. There's just a reality. It's a patient situation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is. But my question is, how long? How long do we have to accept this patience? You know? Outside of that, I'll talk about the Detroit Lions defense. Obviously, they showed up a little bit last week. I'm wondering if you guys think that could carry into this week at home against the Miami Dolphins. You know, plus 3.5. That's not a lot. Mm-hmm. That means Lions got a chance. I really, truly believe they got a chance. I want to know who you're blaming the offensive struggles on. Is it Ben Johnson? Is it Jared Goff? Is it the injuries? Are you bailing those guys out? A little bit concerned about J-Mo. I know that news came out earlier in the week, but, like, I am a little bit concerned. The fact it's got pushed back a month after going from, like, possible conversations, him coming back after the bye. Now, oh, yeah, maybe a month later. Like that. Not a big fan of that news. And maybe you buy into my Brad Holmes tanking talk. I don't know.
Maybe. T-Foss was feeling that earlier, that Brad Holmes knew that this was going to be a...
For sure. You look at the moves he made, absolutely.
He's drafting for the future. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do as the GM, is draft for the future of your team. And, yeah, the Detroit Lions were never going to do anything this year.
That's like all the talk, too, about like us being active on the trade deadline. Would it be nice? Yeah. Is it the reality of the situation? No. I'd much rather have those picks for Holmes to hit the draft with.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I agree with that. He is a big boy. And if you want some big boy, all you got to do is go down the street because they're everywhere. And for a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries are at Big Boy. It's not the Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease, and guess what else is new? They got the bacon blue. How about upgrading those fries? They got chili cheese fries, baked potato fries, and even nacho fries. So go satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row, this time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram using hashtag Woodward Front Row. We'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man!
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got 1 toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Spotless, sanitized rooms with trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals where they beat all competitors by $5. $5? $5, Easy and Spinny. Don't forget to pick up Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, and Swedish Beauty Lotions. ChiliPeppersTanning.com. The hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, the darkest tan. Your vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations, and more.
Chili Peppers, Tan?
Butt crack full of sand.
What up, dog? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live at WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy Joe, by my man Spitmo Rex.
What up, dog?
Yeah, Young Sus to the TV move. JB Smooth the 1s and 2s.
I King Horse just says, "Oh God," and I know immediately what he's saying.
What?
You hate Sus reads.
Yeah.
Oh. The reading rainbow.
You're getting better.
Oh, I killed it.
Oh.
Why did that show up though?
What show up?
The 24. It's TD stuff. I got figured out.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he's just.
I'm in my own world right now.
Yeah,
I'm not
talking
even
to
lie to you
himself
guys.
and TD problems live on air.
Yeah. He does say one day too. He's like, "Does my hair look like a coconut tree?"
Yeah.
It does when it splits.
We appreciate everybody for joining us on WoodwardSports.com, the one and only site to get all of your best Detroit sports content.
Yes, sir. If you guys want to join the conversation, make sure you hop in the Woodward Sports chat. But we are talking Detroit Lions. Again, Lions been drawn in the sand. All right, team patience or team crybaby.
The Reds and the Greens.
TikTok watching, reel watching, 30-second, microwave generation, fire Dan Campbell ass team, or team reality.
The Blacks and the Greens.
Hey, yo.
House Dragon.
Kid Rock.
Is that the Contagarians?
Yeah.
They're like the whitest kind of whites. How are they considered? Well, I guess.
Because they've. All right, never mind. Do you even watch the show?
I know the Greens are the. Whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Alessandra. All right, moving on. Detroit Lions, guys. I know I gave out my expectations a little bit yesterday, dove into it. I'm actually curious to hear your take on this one. I said 2024. Because again, it's team patience. It's not even a team thing. It's just a reality situation. But like, how long until these guys actually turn around? To me, 2024.
Yes.
I know it hurts to hear, but is that where you're at too?
That is where I'm at. If you take your Neil Rule glasses and put them on and look at the books, look at the salary cap, look what's going on there. In 2023, next year, they'll only have $19 million in cap space. And that doesn't include signing your rookie class, going forward with everything like that. So they're not going to be able to make too many big, impactful moves this summer. You might be able to bring in one guy, one good player, two players to bring in and help that defense. But in 2024, the Lions have over $120 million in cap space, but they only have 26 players rostered. So they're going to have to work out new deals for players. They're going to have to sign 2 rookie classes on top of that. But even after all of that, you're still looking at around $70 to $80 million in cap space that you can spend on players to make the Detroit Lions a better team. So in 2024, I think that's where you're going to see it. Hopefully they'll have their quarterback of the future by then. Hopefully they'll add another defensive piece or 2 through the draft by then. And then the Lions can go out there, grab some legitimate pieces to help that defense get better, grab some legitimate weapons to put on the offensive side of the ball. You look at that, and that number still includes Jared Goff at $31 million a year, still includes Romeo Okwara at $3.5 million a year, and still includes Taylor Decker at $19 million a year. So who knows, maybe they move on from Decker. We expect them to move on from Goff by that point. And maybe Romeo Okwara is gone by the... people are talking about where's J-Mo, where's Romeo? Where far out thou? Romeo. Romeo. I'm on the balcony pleading for you. Romeo, where are you? He drank the poison early. Like, he ended it too early. We still need him out there. We need you, champ. And the Detroit Lions have the flexibility, have the structure of their cap to be able to do something in 2024. That's what this is building towards. That's where this team and Brad Holmes will have some freedom.
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 Freedom. Freedom. Freedom.
What was that? Isn't that like a Viagra commercial?
Whoa, no.
I'm pretty sure it was, or Cialis or something. But you look at that cap structure, and that's when the Detroit Lions will be able to start adding pieces or making a legitimate team, making legitimate moves in free agency. So hopefully they stockpile another 2-3 draft picks this year that can do something, and then 2-3 draft picks that year that can do something, before going out and grabbing actual Pro Bowl talent, whether that be on the offensive or defensive side of the ball. Hopefully defensive.
Yeah, I mean, essentially that's where I'm at too. I think you could clear a lot more cap space than like what's being looked at right now, just because you have like the contracts of obviously Quar, like you said. I think what $7 million save if you cut them next year. You have the contracts of Big V, the contract of Brockers, you get let go of too. Jared Goff, if you eventually move on from that one too. Like at that point, you're looking at upwards like $45 million. Will that expedite this process? Hell yeah! Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! It would. Unfortunately, you'd still be dealing with obviously at that point if you're moving on from Goff, a rookie quarterback, and since 2011, I think there's been 12 rookie quarterbacks to start postseason games. The last one to win was what was his name? Aaron Wolf. Oddly enough, got the nod over Jared Goff in his rookie year.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, Jared Goff was hurt.
This Tom. Who needs a Tom?
Who needs a Tom?
Yeah. That's McVay had to split at that point too, though.
Yeah.
Because then Jared Goff's gone, finito. But yeah, I mean, regardless, if you're having Goff next year, then you're not going to have that amount of cap space to work with. Just as you said. And then if Goff is still performing the way that he just is, like he is himself, can he perform with weapons around him? Yeah. Is he still limited with those weapons around him, like Bill Belichick did? Shut off what he does well. I mean, it's not hard to do it. It's harder to do when you have weapons like DeAndre Swift and the boys, but it's not hard to do like once you find out, what I'm saying, like what you're doing to make this guy work, because he's limited. He can't throw that ball further than 20 yards down the field. So you bring everyone up tight, you stop things from going deep, where it's like obviously deep, you hit him open like that, and like you're done. He's done so. But ultimately, you're gonna have to bring in a rookie quarterback here. Year one, I just can't see him going to the playoffs, especially with this organization. I truly can't. And truth hurts. I said this yesterday, but it is what it is. It sucks. You had to come to this reality of the situation, but it is what it is at this point. JB, you think the Lions can turn around next year? Is there anyone in the Woodward Sports chat that thinks the Lions can turn around as soon as next year? I really don't see it.
Whoa, you said next year?
Yeah, because I'm saying 2024. But I'm saying, is there anybody on the opposing side that said it could be sooner? Because I'm sure the people who want Campbell fired now are going to have that same narrative next year too.
So definitely not next year, but are we talking about the Lions getting consecutive wins, or we're talking about actually competing for championships here?
Not championships, just playoffs.
Playoffs?
Like win a division, make a playoff, even if it's a wild card.
I'm stretching it out to 2025 at least. Like you gotta clear up a lot of the books right now. Get in the right proper players that you need. Get rid of a lot of players that you don't need right now. And they, as we were talking about earlier, they all just got to gel a little bit more together. So I'm saying 2025 at least.
I feel that it's gonna take a little while. I think 2024 is a good mark though, because that's when they can start bringing. I think that's when you'll see the team actually change. That's when you'll see this team get significantly better. Is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for significant improvements. I'm looking for not getting blown out. I'm looking for not getting held scoreless against a team that goes and loses to the Bears by 20 points.
Yeah.
I'm looking for this team to make good moves to put them in better situations, and I think in 2024 you'll really start to see the fruits of Brad Holmes's labor flourish.
Hey, yo. No, but honestly, what I say earlier in the year. I don't know. I always do that to you. I apologize. But what I said like 2 or 3 weeks ago, talking about Brad Holmes
juggling,
tanking.
Oh yeah.
And but looking at the moves he's made, like the draft moves, like in particular too, like the fact the whole JMO situation, like a month away, like fam, you're gonna be like looking at it almost a year at that point. It's really annoying. That pisses me off. But like those type of moves though being made shows no sense of urgency, no sense to compete. Mm-hmm. And I saw a couple of Lions fans speaking like, "Oh, retool." He said retool. He lied to us. You bought that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really?
What are they going to retool?
What are they retooling here, bud? Like, you got Jared Goff at the helm of this situation. Like, that's your captain. You're crashing. I hate to tell it.
For sure. Ship sinking. Titanic style. Violins are still playing on the way out.
Beyond J-Mo, you had the Josh Pascal situation this year, which he knew was going to take time. You had the Levon Enrique situation last year, which he knew was going to take time. You had Ife Melifonwu, who initially entered the league as a cornerback, then turned safety. I don't know if that's what they saw him as, but I know that's a discussion that I had with our guy, Scott Bischoff, as soon as he was drafted. A lot of like developmental pieces, a lot of guys that you're waiting on. I mean, even going into this year, beyond J-Mo, Pascal, you had James Mitchell, the tight end. They grabbed in that 5th round, who's had his ACL situation too. Mm-hmm. Malcolm Rodriguez, he wasn't supposed to be what he's supposed to be this early. I'm telling you that right now. I mean, Brad Holmes and Ragnar sat side by side, and they were like, "Yeah, we saw him as a full-core special teams guy." Well, now he's your starting linebacker, and to be quite honest with you, probably your best starting linebacker.
Yes, probably the most consistent player on your defense.
Like I don't want to use the term tanking, but maybe here's a key word of the week, right? Patience.
Patience.
And I think that's why, and that's the same game plan that he expressed to Sheila, and that's why she's expressed confidence in leadership because
you're buying everything Sheila was selling.
Yeah, I mean, she gave you the truth. It's the reality situation.
You're talking about it from Brad Holmes' perspective. What about Dan Campbell?
Dan Campbell, I mean, he knew what it was too, though. I hate sounding like a broken record,
but
like I say all the time. But
will you have the same patience?
That's the question, right? Can the fan base can they hold out for that long? And that's why I'm looking at you guys in the Woodward Sports chat to let me know, like, are you willing to hold out that long? Mm-hmm. It's because it's going to suck.
It's going to suck.
Especially when you start buying in the offseason. I was guilty of it this offseason, buying in. I mean, we did have the situation with Tracy Walker go down, but we'll see.
It's going to suck for sure. But you know what doesn't suck? It's getting great meat at fair prices, because the official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network is the Butchery. The Butcher coming. Call 248-682-COWS. Yes, that's 248-682-COWS. Or move on over and order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery, meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for, Wagyu meats, and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. Only the best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective. Go check them out. Again, that is 248-682-COWS.
The biggest rivalry in the state is almost here. That means one thing, the biggest tailgate party in the state. Join Woodward Sports for our tailgate takeover before the U of M versus State game on October 29th. Will Harbaugh and the boys pull out the win? Or is Tuck still coming? We will find out at the Big House. Michigan legend Braylon Edwards will be handing out food, prizes, and much more. So no matter what team you root for, come party with the network that does it best. The Woodward Sports Network. The tailgate takeover, powered by Custom Health Centers, Syntron, and Planet Fitness.
Woodward Sports, you see the name! Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Swiss Insurance and their employees are heavily involved in their community. It is rewarding, but it comes with a great responsibility. If you sit on a local sports board, homeowners association, or volunteer coach, directors and officers insurance is a must. Make sure the kids, parents, and volunteers are all protected. Call Swiss Insurance today. Brain blast! What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights, live at WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Morax.
What up, though?
We got Young Sus in the TD booth, JB Smooth, the 1s and 2s. We're rocking along on a Tuesday. Who plays tonight? Thursday Night Football.
Baltimore and Tampa Bay.
It's actually that's a good game.
Decent game.
That is a good one. Who you got? Save it.
Whoa. Save it for the show.
Because we gave JB his own. We gave you a segment today, JB. I don't know if you caught that. Did you see that?
I did see that on the prep sheet. I was like, oh, okay.
Degenerate JB.
Okay.
Because I know you out here every night putting in bets. And we're gonna keep track of it. We'll see if you're good at it or not.
2 for 4. Got double up.
Yeah, got double up.
All right.
Detroit Lions. And feel free, again, in the Woodward Sports Chat, if you guys want me to know, like, what are your expectations for Detroit Lions in terms of, like, actually turning this thing around? Like, how many years? And are you willing to wait that long? Mm-hmm. Are you willing to give Dan Campbell the excuses of inexperience and not a roster? Because I tell you, next year, I don't care what's going on. You still got to be doing better than your first two.
Facts.
Regardless. And there are, like, good coaches you can point to their first 2 years, kind of like they stumbled a little bit. Matter of fact, a lot of coaches had that situation. I think the only one, Bill Belichick was one. I know Kyle Shanahan for sure is one, too. I mean, there's a couple guys. There's actually a good article by Justin Rogers out. He put a couple names in there as well. I'll make sure to pull up. But speaking of good coaches, Spinny, more than Dan Campbell, even more than Ben Johnson, which he hasn't caught so much flack, but who's one guy been standing up for throughout the entire year?
Anthony Glenn.
The guy does not exist. But the person I really want to stand up for is AG, Aaron Grammer. No, Aaron Glenn, Detroit Lions defensive coordinator. At the beginning of the year, people were ready to fire him too. 3 weeks in, you guys are actually wild. This is a wild bunch. But I stood, on the forefront of defending him. Defend the Glenn! Mm-hmm. It was the stance I took, and I was like, this guy's dealing with experience.
Yes.
This guy's dealing with injuries.
Yes.
He's dealing with inexperience. And because of injuries, like, give him some time to coach these guys up. He's gotten that time since. Coming off the bye week, we saw a whole different defense last week against that Dallas offense. Do you believe in that same defense carrying over into this week against the Dolphins, and honestly, for the rest of the season?
I'm going to have to see it. I'm not ready to believe. I'm not ready
Stephen
to.
A. Not playing.
I'm going to have to see it. You're going to have to show me. I'm not ready to believe in something after one game. Yes, it was great. Yes, the team stepped forward. You saw Jeff Okudah, 15 tackles. Hutchinson with the second half, 3 quarterback hits. Deshaun Elliott, 9 tackles and a tackle for loss. Josh Pascal looked like a monster. He was out there. He made 2 tackles. He had multiple pressures. Julian Okwara, 3 tackles, a tackle for loss, and multiple pressures. They did look a lot better. But I'm not ready to concede that it's fixed, that everything's done. I'm going to need to see it happen more than once. And I think Miami's going to be a good test for them because their offense, although they have a lot of weapons, has struggled to some point, even with Tua in there. Mm-hmm. They haven't been this high-powered offense that we all expected. But keeping up with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill is going to be of extreme importance, obviously, for the Detroit Lions, but also something that they're going to have to get some lucky breaks to do, as bad as that says, as bad as that sounds. They're going to have to get a little bit lucky because those guys are just different. Different type of speed, different type of receivers. Not a lot of cornerbacks in the league can keep those guys under wraps. One of them even. Not a lot of guys can keep one of those players under wraps, let alone both of them. So we're going to need to see if that pressure still exists. If John Kaminsky comes back, is doing great things, if Josh Pascal can repeat that same performance, if Aiden Hutchinson can repeat that same performance, the Lions do have a good front line to go out there and cause some havoc in the backfield. Make Tua Tagovailoa get a little happy feet and run around, and that bodes well, but I'm not ready to say that this defense has changed or fixed after 1 week.
You definitely can't say it for like the entire season. But I believe so, man. Aaron Glenn spoke with I was making sure I said the name correctly, I apologize. But he spoke with the media today, and they touched on, Aiden standing up, which, by the way, As much as I did stand up and defend Aaron Glenn, I guess that was a conversation that Aiden and AG had themselves, and it was something that Aiden wanted. He said that he feels more instinctual out of that two-point stance. He can see more both in the run game and the pass rush, and obviously he was correct because it seems that that's the case. You also saw him in a couple of wide 9 stances as well, but I think he's going to grow that same familiarity, that same type of relationships with guys that I see potential in, and Kirby Joseph now. Like, think about it. Last week, and this is all hypothetical, and you can dismiss it if you want. I don't care, because I would dismiss it too if I was on this side of the table. But Kirby Joseph really could have like 3 turnovers last week. 2 interceptions and the helicopter fumble. Helicopter. But I was going to make a joke to get me canceled. But no, I mean, you're seeing growth in these young guys. And that's what I'm looking for out of this season. And that's why, because this is going to be the regime. It's going to take time regardless, but you want to have confidence in the guys, holding the spots to teach these people you're bringing in. And I do trust AG, because I saw the Kirby Joseph turnaround. I've seen the Aiden Hutchinson turnaround. I saw Josh Pascal just in his first game alone show some potential. So, like, let AG get familiar with him, and they're going to get – I'm telling you guys, like – I like AG just as a defensive coordinator. I don't know as a head coach and all that stuff like that. Like, I'm not part of that conversation. But as a defensive coordinator for us, I saw the potential last year. I've seen it this year, and I think and especially like heading into this game next week, like for sure, I think it's a winnable game. Like you guys know how I feel about Tua at this point. I mean, man's mid, Captain Mid. He just really is.
Man's not hot.
He's accurate. He's fast out of getting the ball out of his hands, but he just. It's sloppy at times, you just can't always count on them. That's why you can have a Tyreek Hill and a Jalen Waddle and only put up over 21 points one time. Granted, he only played like 3 games, but he's clean. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't turn over the ball too much. But even last game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, if you watch, there was a lot of turnover opportunities just dropped. Like I think I'm not gonna remember his name at all, but there's one cornerback. I don't know if he's a rookie or not, but literally had 2 drop picks in that game. Same as Kirby, but. I really believe that this defense can carry on throughout the year because these guys are learning as they go. Like I said, we have the 2nd youngest team in the league. I believe I don't have this factually on paper, but I'd have to believe that we're one of, if not the youngest defense on there, the most experienced. We just cut Demetrius Taylor this week, which at one point was a starting defensive tackle for us. Like it's a process, man.
It is a process. It's going to take time, and that is something we both said we wanted to see is the young players improving. The young players getting better week to week. You saw that with Aiden Hutchinson standing up out of his 3-point stance and making plays in the backfield. You saw Josh Pascal come in and have an immediate impact. The growth of Kirby Joseph from a week-to-week sample size is impressive. Yeah. So the Detroit Lions need to keep doing that. They need to keep putting these guys in situations where they can not only learn and improve, but actually execute at a high level. And I think Aaron Glenn can do that. I think Aaron Glenn can give these guys the right situations that they need to go forward and get the best out of themselves. But it's up to them eventually. And we need to see growth, period. Period. And we need to see, like you said, sustainability, consistency. I need to see them doing that for week after week, week in and week out, to do that same thing they did against Dallas. Not miss assignments. Not have blown coverages, not miss tackles. I know it's a young team, so that is asking a lot for them to be consistent professionals. But that's what they need to do. That's what you need to do in the NFL. And if you want to keep your job, that's what you're going to have to show to the higher-ups of the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, and in terms of and I agree with you. I do not pronounce your name correctly in the Woodward Sports chat, but Zaka, you don't have to fanatics that one out for me. But Detroit Lions defense, I agree that the Cowboys, you couldn't expect them to be the most explosive offense coming out of their first week with Dak Prescott under the helm, although they were the most explosive offense last year. But one thing we saw out of that team on the defense side of the ball, we actually saw some pressure for once. That's something we hadn't seen since week 2 against Washington, who again notoriously has one of the worst offensive lines in the league this year. And also has that guy named Carson Wentz who holds the ball for a very long time. That people still traded for.
Kirk Cousins, stupid cousin.
Yeah.
That is what you need. Like we said, people coming in being a rejuvenating shot to this defense, whether that be Josh Pascal, whether that be Jerry Jacobs, whether that be Romeo Okwara. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? We need someone to come in cause some havoc, make something happen, because we haven't had it. Like you said, our best defensive player through the first 4 weeks of the season was Malcolm Rodriguez. Jeff Okudah has been playing well this year. But outside of that, we haven't had consistent threats on that defense. Mm-hmm. We need guys to come in here, step up, so you and I have something good to talk about.
Yes.
So you and I have something we can actually sink our teeth into and say, hey, look at how Josh Pascal played last week. Can he sustain that? Hey, look at how Julian Okwara is getting there and getting home on his snaps, in his pressures. Something the fans can hold on to, something we as media personalities can look at, dissect, and talk about. Yeah. And whether that be these people coming off injuries and giving an influx of talent and energy to this defense, or Aaron Glenn changing things up, standing 8-up, changing the defense around, putting Jeff Okudah in this safety corner hybrid position where he's doing a lot in the run game.
Real quick, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
Did you have were you going home or went home?
Yeah, but it's okay. It's gone now.
Sorry. Gone. I just want to say, one thing to keep in mind, though, with AG making those changes as well, like putting Aiden in that stand-up position changes the entire defense. Like, it affects like all the other 10 guys too, and like getting all those guys on sync in the page, like with those changes. I mean, you have the emergence of Jeff Okudah now too. I mean, the fact that Jeff Okudah locked down Justin Jefferson. I mean, you see it, bro. There's potential here. Yeah. Can't defend Dan Campbell in some of the decisions he made, but I can defend Aaron Glenn. And
defend the Glenn.
Defend the Glenn, baby. Defend the Glenn. And I think it's the rebuild is pretty quick. I think it's because they went to Alta. Did I just do that one?
Yeah.
Tell us about Big Frog then.
I'm going to tell you guys about Planet Fitness. Because Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone, where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. As you know, we broadcast this show live from the Planet Fitness studios in Birmingham. The gym that has been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. It has tons of equipment, a full-body workout in just 30 minutes in the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training, all of that for just $10 a month. Join in-club or online at planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row, this time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram using hashtag #WoodwardFrontRow. We'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man.
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got 1 toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
At Alta,
uptime
matters. Alta equipment has everything you need to get the job done. You got a big project coming up, like rebuilding the Detroit Lions organization? Call Alta. Alta has you covered. Make sure you give them a call today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta Equipment Wear.
Uptime
matters. What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spinmo Rex.
Hello.
Got Young Sus to the TD booth, JB Smooth the ones and twos, and I'm out of it today, guys. I'm sorry, and I apologize. It's on me. All right. What?
Nothing, man.
You don't have to apologize.
Yeah. I'm just sorry, dude.
I care about you guys so much.
This is like a subtopic. I'm sorry for throwing this on you last minute, Spinny, but like, do you not confidence in the defense for the rest of the year, but confidence in AG? Do you at least have that?
Yes, I have confidence in AG.
Let's go.
I think he can.
That's Ryan said. Let's go.
Let's go. I think he can turn it around when given talent. We've shown that when he's shown that when he is given talent, when he's given time, he can go in there and he can cook something up that will go out there and do what he needs to do. Like you said, you add Josh Pascal to that. You change Aiden's situation around. You change Jeff Okudah's situation around and get the best out of what they do best. That's what I was asking for. That's what I was pleading for.
Yeah.
Was him to make some changes, because what he was doing in the first 4 games of the year was obviously not working.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he did. He made some changes, and the Lions showed legitimate results on the field. So I was happy with that.
Saw Monty Warrior come back to life too.
Yes.
That was good. Like the way he started the season was concerning. I know he had the back injury. I don't know if I give him that as an excuse, because he said he was healthy, but obviously was benched. Come back as like a damn good performance. He clear as day knocked the ball out of a receiver's hands. Mm-hmm. And this is I bitch about this all the time. The advanced analytics, no PBU on anything. What is that? When that happens, it's not a PBU. It's a pass breakup, quite literally. I don't know. JB, you can speak on the defense that last segment. Do you think they can turn around or keep it thugging through the last?
I don't know if they can necessarily turn it around, but I do like the steps that AG is taking right now in actually listening to the players on the defensive side. As he said before, he is a coach that listens to these players and will take in any advice he can, which got Aiden those 2 sacks, this past Sunday. So
yeah,
you got to appreciate that. So I'm hopeful that things will change around, and I mean, it only gets better with time. So I still have confidence in him throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, and if can't fire AG, I guess I would bring up the conversation, hey, why did it take him 7 weeks to get it going? Mm-hmm. But I feel like, and this would be my excuse, like this you can totally know as an excuse. What if there's like a situation, because it's a conversation between like Aiden and him, conversation where Aiden's like, hey, I think I could do better, like after having like the experience of like playing NFL games, like I think I could be better with 2-point stance. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What are you writing down?
Your excuse.
Oh. Yeah. Chalk that one up as an excuse. Yeah. It's a hypothetical, but I don't know. We'll see.
That's what I wanted to see. That is all. That's what I was so angry about, was that it took him that long. Was that it seemed like he wasn't making any changes.
Yeah.
He was just doing the same thing, hammering the square peg into the round hole, and it was not working. And there was no changes made. Against Dallas, they came out there with legitimate changes made and a breath of fresh air in talent such as Josh Pascal and Jerry Jacobs, and we saw the results.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully he continues to do that. Hopefully he continues to tinker, because not everything is perfect, and the same defensive game plan is not going to work every week.
100%.
The same defensive game plan you brought out there against Dallas is not going to work against Miami.
100%.
You need to make changes week by week basis, not only based on your players and what they do best, but the opposing players and what they bring to the table.
Yeah. Yeah, and in terms of too, like I guess touching up, I don't know if I got to say this during the first segment, but Brad Holmes bringing in pieces. I see you guys in the comment section in the Woodward Sports chat asking for him to make trades for like Deron Payne, asking to make trades for receivers. Which, by the way, I love you guys, and shots out to you for supporting the Woodward Heavyweights, tuning in 5 to 7 Monday through Friday on woodwardsports.com. But like, we don't need to give up draft assets for receivers at this point, guys. No. Like, we got St. Brown, you got JMO coming up. Hopefully, we do have that as a topic. A little bit concerning here. We're waiting a month on him, but I'd rather Brad Holmes have those draft assets, because we saw him grab Malcolm Rodriguez, Amon-Ra St. Brown. We've seen him grab these like late round pieces, rather than like giving up an asset, maybe even two to get a guy that is proven, but then a guy that then have to turn around and like re-sign with money that we currently don't have.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't make sense. And we don't, and like truly too, like to acquire stuff like that, to give up assets to acquire like a piece like that, I feel like your team has to have an identity.
It's like you got maxed out credit cards and you're just like, I'll sign up for another one. And we'll transfer all that debt onto this one, and then I don't got to worry about that credit card. That one's good. It's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
That's a good analogy.
Thank you.
I like that one.
Just thought of it. It's really what it is, because right now, Brad Holmes is financially strapped. You know, it's the 3rd of the month, and everything's already gone. We get paid on the 20th. Brad Holmes sitting there on the 7th, and he's got nothing in the bank account.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see him, like you said, spending assets to bring in guys on a season that's already down the toilet. And you're not going to re-sign these guys. You're not going to bring back these guys because you don't have the money to do it. You don't. I'm sorry. But they don't. The Lions don't have that kind of cap space to bring in a guy and sign him to a long-term deal. And it wouldn't even make sense to do that right now because they're not there to where, let me add this one veteran piece. And that can push us over the edge. When I see people talking about, why didn't the Lions trade for Robert Quinn? Why would the Lions trade for Robert Quinn? Why would you give up assets to bring in an aging veteran whose only job is to help a team make a playoff push, help a team in the Philadelphia Eagles, who are the best team in the NFL, go for a Super Bowl? The Lions are not there to be adding aging veterans to a team that is rebuilding. It doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. You're all idiot. No, I'm just kidding. But the Lions are not in that situation to go out and trade for a guy like Robert Quinn, or go out and trade for a Roquan Smith who's probably going to be available coming up before the deadline.
Yeah.
I wanted that before the season or after the first 2 games because I thought they might have a chance to do something this year. But now that it's down the drain, I thought Roquan Smith at the beginning of the season could take this team from 6 to 7 wins to 8 to 9 wins. And that to me would be worth it.
Yeah.
But taking this team from 1 to 3 wins to 4 to 5 wins is not worth the investment. And you have to pay them with money you don't have.
Yeah, and another, just like I said too, like no identity. Like we just switched Aiden from the 3-point to 2-point stance and found out he was better than it. We're still like finding out like what we have here because this team is so damn young. Like we don't have an identity to say, oh, I want that piece for sure because like that would help our team do this. You don't know like your team's like capabilities at this moment. You really don't. I mean, Josh Pascal looks really good, and that's looking promising there too. But like you have an identity before you do things like that. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of maybe a crazy comparison, but it's like bringing in Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
What are we doing?
Just ruined our identity.
Yeah, like I just want him because he was good once upon a time. Like, bring him in. There's no system fit. No, the clog doesn't fit in the hole. It's just no. Man's not hot.
Man's not hot. He's definitely not. It's you need. I hate to say it. I know Lions fans do not want to say it. Do not want to hear it. But you need patience. You do.
Oh man.
You need to let this thing work out. You need to wait until Jared Goff is gone.
Yeah.
Until you're not paying $20 million, $28 million to Jamie Collins and Trey Flowers, who don't even play for the team anymore. You need to wait until those things free up before you can go out and spend money on flashy new toys.
Yeah.
You need to pay off the Hyundai you got in the garage before you can go buy a Jaguar.
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
And like, drafting a player is like discount shopping too, right? You're getting those guys on a rookie deal. You're getting them where you're paying them quite literally nothing in terms of like NFL contracts.
Yes.
What's Neil always have for Amon-Ra St. Brown's contract? Like $700,000 or something like that? Like
Amon-Ra St. Brown's contract, his entire rookie contract is worth what Kenny Golladay made in September.
Yeah, like in that perfect example, right? Like you're going to give up a draft asset to get a guy who has that type of contract already, where like you could have drafted Malcolm Rodriguez with that very same pick. Like I think it was a 4th round that Robert Quinn went for, and Robert Quinn's had a hell of a career throughout his entire NFL career, but he's paid a lot right now, and he's like on the decline.
D. Smitty in the Woodward Sports chat Impatience is what got us into this position. That is 100% true. Because what Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia tried to do was stick a Band-Aid on a gaping wound.
Yeah.
And trade for a Trey Flowers. Sign a Jamie Collins. Guys that haven't been proven to work outside of anywhere but New England. And bring them in here, give them deals, and parade them around as all-stars. Parade them around as centerpieces while trading away the legitimate centerpieces and all-stars, Pro Bowlers of your defense in Darius Slay, Quandre Diggs, making Glover Quinn hate playing football. That is what happened. They tried to put a Band-Aid on something that needed serious surgery.
The Jeff Okudah draft pick was that?
Yes, it was.
You could have drafted the developmental piece. You could have got
your quarterback for the future.
If you like Tua, you like Tua. You could have had hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine that. We drafted the quarterback of the future, whether that be Tua or Justin Herbert.
Imagine you had Herbert. Then you take that Panthers trade. You have Micah Parsons.
Exactly.
And, man, tell us about Big Frog.
Big Frog. You can get a free Woodward Sports t-shirt all month long at Big Frog. All you got to do is go into Big Frog Novi, tell them we sent you, and they will print you out one on the spot. So go to Big Frog Novi today and get your free t-shirt or visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi.
The biggest rivalry in the state is almost here. That means one thing, the biggest tailgate party in the state. Join Woodward Sports for our tailgate takeover before the U of M versus State game on October 29th. Will Harbaugh and the boys pull out the win? Or is Tuck still coming? We will find out at the Big House. Michigan legend Braylon Edwards will be handing out food, prizes, and much more. So no matter what team you root for, come party with the network that does it best. The Woodward Sports Network. The tailgate takeover, powered by Custom Health Centers, Syntron, and Planet Fitness.
Woodward Sports, you see the name!
For a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries at Big Boy. It's not a Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease. Guess what else is new? The bacon blue. How about upgrading those fries? Chili cheese fries, baked potato fries, nacho fries, what will it be? Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the three biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day. Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Front row tickets to Detroit versus Green Bay at home in Ford Field are available to you, and all you have to do is impersonate Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell. You know how we call it Josh Pascal? He did a video with Denny Rogers. He's like, Pascal, Josh Pascal.
Maybe it's Pascal.
It could be Pascal.
He'd probably know before we would.
He would. You're right. You guys said Pascal in the video. You could just literally say that. Tag Woodward Sports. Use the hashtag Woodward Sports Front Row. Upload the video to Instagram and or Twitter, and you have an opportunity at winning front row tickets, Detroit versus Green Bay. Winner announced November 4th. We're picking out 3 winners, too. So don't feel like, I know a lot of people feel like they might not have a chance to win. We're picking out 3 of these things. All right? And you get 2 tickets each, you know? It's a way, man. Welcome back to the World Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy. Join my man Spin More Racks. We got Young Sussex, TD Booth, JB Smooth, the 1 to 2s. We're rocking along on a Thursday. Live on WoodSports.com. As always, we talked about the defense.
Yes.
Yes. Let's talk about the offense side of the ball. I think he's actually caught some smoke. I've been seeing the comments in the Woodward Sports chat. You know, Ben Johnson, which I guess I'll just like I stood up and defended, Aaron Glenn, I'll defend Ben Johnson too.
Defend the Ben?
Defend the Ben. Defend the Glenn and defend the Ben. Like, come on, guys. Goff has 10 10 of these things.
10 overs.
10 turnovers. Only one of the fumbles was like recovered. Man's not hot. He was that. He was benched, and they put a rookie over him in a playoff game. That's just what they're dealing with. But do you give Goff, I guess, the excuse of having injuries?
I do, to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we talked about it. Amon-Ra St. Brown and DeAndre Swift accounted for 49% of a top 2 offense in the NFL when they were playing. So if you take out those 2 pieces, obviously you're going to be left with kind of a poop shoot. And then you look at what else they're missing. They're missing Josh Reynolds. He's still not back at practice. They're missing DJ Chark, who's supposed to be the wide receiver 1, the guy they brought in here on a $10 million contract to kind of prove that he could do it. And Khalif Raymond led the team with 7 touches and 95 yards. That was the same recipe that the Lions at the beginning of the year last year had, was Khalif Raymond being their leading gainer, their leading player on offense. And right now, if that is your option, it's not going to look great. I will give him a little bit of slack for not having pieces like that, Jared Goff, that is. The rest of it, poor decision-making, noodle arm, some stuff that looks really bad when you see it on tape.
Yeah.
But there's not much you can do when you're so devoid of talent. When all of your best pieces, your top 3 weapons are gone. There's not a lot of people that would look good in that situation.
Yeah. I'm with you. Like, I can't pretend that Amon-Ra St. Brown isn't great at route running. I can't pretend that Amon-Ra St. Brown isn't great as a run blocker at the wide receiver position.
Yes.
I can't pretend like that stuff doesn't exist. I can't pretend like that's not Jared Goff's go-to guy, the guy he has the most chemistry with. He's flat out come out and said that. You know, when I need a big play, I look for my guy Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he comes through. And we saw that in Week 1 against was that the Washington game where he had the
yes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because he had the 2 touchdowns. He's not available. You have DeAndre Swift. I can't sit here and pretend that Jamal Williams is just as much of a threat in the pass game as DeAndre Swift is. In terms of like screens. I mean, we've seen and heard DeAndre hopping out and jumping in that slot spot as a wide receiver. And we know how this offense is. They'll come out in 13 personnel, and then if the box is loaded, they'll spread it out. And that's just like when you have those type of weapons, like that's a benefit to you. And let's not pretend too. DeAndre Swift, as much as you guys like, I don't know if people are passionate about the injuries. He's missing just as many like games as like top tier running backs. Look at Jonathan Taylor this year. I mean, guys miss games, especially at the running back position. They're taking a constant pounding all the time.
Hey yo,
but I can't sit here and pretend like he's not a game breaker when in the game. I mean, the Washington game is a perfect example. Men's fell down, got back up, and ran for a touchdown. Like, they ran out the entire defense. Like, that's going to change, like, your game. But I can't excuse the guy that's getting paid $30 million and has a top 10, maybe even top 5 offensive line in front of him protecting him. I can't excuse that. I don't care if you're a Jared Goff fan and you're out there. I know there's some YouTubers even. They're like, he's got no weapons to throw to. You got all day back there, bub. You make a decision. Like some of those sacks.
You're walking into sacks.
Yes. You're not moving. Like, and you're paid $30 million. It was such a god awful contract. Rams got rid of him, won the Super Bowl right away, immediately.
For sure.
Indubitably.
I'm sorry. There's a pirate outside, but
what?
we need to talk about.
Oh, you see the pirate. Oh yes, he's looking at it. Oh my God, I'm scared. You guys see right above the Woodward Sports logo? Should I tap the window?
No.
Do it.
No. There was a pirate outside.
There was a straight up pirate.
Eamon One Eye was coming to pay us a visit. But you look at what Goff is dealing with, and you cut him a little bit of slack, but like you said, the man is making $30 million. And he's making simple mistakes. Underthrowing receivers terribly, walking into sacks, not playing with what he has, not taking what he can get. But, man, you talk about the explosiveness of players like Amon-Ra St. Brown and DeAndre Swift and how much of difference makers they can be when they're on the field. But you also alluded to their versatility. The both of those guys, they're interchangeable. You could put DeAndre Swift out there and have him run Amon-Ra St. Brown plays, and you could put Amon-Ra St. Brown out there and have him run DeAndre Swift plays. Those guys can do so much at so many different spots on the field. Like we said, they racked up 49% of your offense when you were a top 3 offense in the NFL. It is very hard to run the same offense when you're missing 2 pieces that are so transcendent, 2 pieces that are so important to every position. Guys that are out there on 90% of offensive snaps. Amon-Ra St. Brown, we know what we talked about when he had 8+ catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown in 10 straight games. No one on this team had more than 5 catches against Dallas. First of all, Jared Goff doesn't trust anybody as much as he trusts Amon-Ra St. Brown, but nobody else is as good as Amon-Ra St. Brown is at getting open, catching the ball, and making things happen when he has the ball in his hands. So you're missing out on your 2, but probably outside of your offensive line, the 2 best players on your team. Definitely the 2 biggest weapons that the Lions have to offer. Probably the 2 best weapons the Lions have had to offer since Calvin Johnson played for the team.
Yeah.
So not having those guys will definitely make the offense look a lot worse than it is. But still, Jared Goff needs to be at least in the discussion of some of the blame with the things that he's doing as an NFL veteran, as a guy getting paid $30 million a year. He needs to realize what he's missing and adapt his play accordingly.
Yeah. And even in games where you had both those weapons, and this is why I can't discount the responsibility of the $30 million quarterback, Jared Goff, in the game with DeAndre Swift, in the game with Amon-Ra St. Brown, in the Minnesota situation in which we still had opportunity to win, but you had the turnovers. You know what I'm saying? You had that interception. In the game against Seattle, you guys hated when I said it, and I get he had like a majority of a good game. But the pick 6 in that game is a play you could point to and say it was a difference. You quite literally spotted them 7 points. You take away that touchdown, that's a win at home. Even the situation in Philadelphia. Now, that one I give a little bit more blame to T.J. Hockenson on, but that situation too.
Also, T.J. Hockenson. We got to talk about him. Why hasn't he stepped up once? He had an amazing game.
So now at the beginning of the show, we talking about how I don't sleep at night. The things I do at night when I don't sleep. One, you don't want to know. Probably can't say it on the show. I'm just kidding. No, the other one's watching Detroit Lions game film. And T.J. Hawkinson's been open in certain scenarios. And again, Jared Goff, your $30 million quarterback, just fails to even go to where the majority of the routes are on that side of the field. The very first series in that Cowboys game, he went to Josh Reynolds on that slant, and he got cracked by Diggs. And from what I understand is like they build those types of plays where there's one singular guy here to beat a guy, and you want him to go yak him for a touchdown, and you have these like safety blanket guys, your tight ends, where T.J. Hockenson was in that play, the 3rd down in the first series. T.J. Hockenson was open on that one, and like it wasn't. Yeah, there's a bit of like pressure, not enough pressure to like not make your second read. And you could have got the ball to T.J. Hockenson, a guy who we know can ball when you get the ball to him. What are you giggling about over there?
King Horse in the Woodward Sports Chat.
Man's a beast.
Goff is like Easy's lips, running into sacks constantly. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That's the one of the day so far.
There's no way he's this original.
That was a good one. The guy is...
He's like constantly on fire.
He's a good one.
Is he... King, are you a comedian? Like what? You gotta... Are you in Michigan? We might need you on the show, fam.
People in the chat, Epic's not buying that you watch film.
I mean, everything I've said is... I hate parading,
football.
But how many times have I been like kind of inaccurate in those situations? Told you that.
Undefeated, never lost.
Thank you. Told you about Mom.
Don't pump it. Don't stroke his ego.
Don't stroke me. Told you about Pascal. 2 guys I really like. Told you guys Jared Goff. I never backed off of that train, even when he was winning games, putting up MVP numbers. I told you, dude's mid. Men's not hot.
Scrape up.
It's called NFL Plus. It's like what, $85 for the year. You guys can get it.
That's
It's not like a.
That all 22 view.
It's fire, bro.
That is fire.
Especially on the defense side. Offense, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it's stuff is like way harder to follow, like because you don't know the scheme and like what what everything is going down. But defense, you see who's putting in work and who's not.
The all 22 is fire.
All 22 is absolute fire. Is this me? Is this my read? You got to tell us about SMA.
No, it's me. It's
I need SMA after that abuse from my king.
Yeah, after that abuse from my king and Epic, Eazy might need someone to talk to. And we have it here in SMA or the Sports Marketing Agency. The Sports Marketing Agency helps spread the awareness of mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps spread the knowledge of stigma. And trust me, I used to work in this field. I know this is a big reason why people don't come forward and get help, because they feel like they're being judged for doing just that. So make sure, if you are struggling or know someone who is, you go to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row, this time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram. Using hashtag #WoodwardFrontRow, we'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest to front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man.
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got 1 toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for the Foaling Warehouse in Hamtramck. You know what, you've heard of it. It's the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play as well as private lane reservation for $120. If you get thirsty, they got a $2 mystery beer vending machine as well as multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you go check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at foalingwarehouse.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spinmore Rex.
What up, though?
We got Young Sus in the TD booth, JB Smooth with the 1s and 2s. We're rocking along on a Tuesday. Go through the comments, wiping my tears away during the commercial break. I was wondering, and people say Eazy takes it well, Eazy takes it well. Who do you think takes it the worst on the network? Like, gets the most butt hurt when they get, like, when people go at them?
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably Adam, honestly.
Adam?
Yeah.
We gotta crank it up. I'm gonna troll myself. Sauce, you're a victim of it every day.
It don't bother me.
Who do you think takes it the worst?
Who do I think takes it the worst?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. Adam's a good name.
How does Neil? Does Neil do that?
Neil takes it very well.
Yeah, my gut was Neil, but Neil does take it very well.
He gets a lot of abuse and he takes it.
Armani?
Yeah. What about him? I'm just asking.
He takes it. Yeah, Armani takes it well because he's just so used to it. Like he gets picked on a lot. This guy's got like him and Braylon. If we be quite honest, probably the biggest followings on the network.
Yeah.
Adam or Maz? Go Blue said.
Maz
takes
the
that's
worst.
a good one.
Yeah, I would think it's either Maz or Adam, pretty much. Either or between those two. Because Armani and then Neil, they seem to like just take it pretty well and then have fiery comments and come right back. So
Neil takes it well. He takes a lot of abuse too, and he takes it very well.
Neil is like slick with it too, because like someone made a YouTube video about Neil actually.
Really?
Yeah, going at him. But he's slick about it because like if you do get him, he won't read the comment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He just say, okay, I'm on the show.
It's a show, you know?
Yeah, it's smart. You know, we play fair. You know what I'm saying? You guys got something good, we're going to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to read it.
We put them out there, for sure.
Except for King, he be going, you know, little cut deep. Stuff I'm just not willing to say out loud.
The men's cut deep. Yeah, some of the
bars, though.
Some of the iKing comments we can't read.
You can't air.
I feel bad for you. For the people.
Yeah.
For people, mate.
You guys all know, if you read the Woodward Sports Chat, you know exactly what we're talking
Yeah, if you're part of the Woodward Heavyweights especially. I mean, is he as savage as the rest of the shows?
No, not really.
See, we're the fun show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're for sure the fun show. That's like,
he said he loves us, even me.
Oh, God. He lied. I'm joking. No,
you're full of it.
Said Armani and Rule are the same white suburban dad. He just put glasses on for one show. No, Neil goes off statistics and analytics a lot. Armani's more heart driven.
Neil's just got that sarcasm that he can pull out, and then it just like deflects the whole joke.
Neil's petty.
Yeah,
That's
and he's
Neil
petty.
is. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Neil's petty. Yeah. He's better when soccer isn't going on, because then he has like time to do his homework.
Yeah.
Because he had that one incident with him and I with the Tua and Goff thing. Never let it go. But
yeah, neither one of you have let that go.
Well,
that's true.
I was I had none. I just he kept going shots at me.
Yeah.
So you keep throwing shots at me. I'm a fire back.
I know. I was watching it this week, and he was like, "I know Tua's mid." Like he was like saying that during the show, and I'm just like,
there are things that you die on hills for.
Yeah.
And Neil dies on hill for Tua.
He's a die on the hill. Yeah.
And he's openly said that too.
Yeah, for sure. I think what it is,
he's a simp. He said he's a Tua simp.
Yeah, that's gross. This is gross because he's so mid.
That's a nasty.
He is
simp.
not worth simping for. Like I would.
He loves Jameis too, but he loves the experience. Of Jameis.
Yeah, the Jameis experience.
He doesn't think Jameis is this great, but he loves seeing him go. 4 touchdowns, 400 yards one game, and then 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions the next game.
Like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, like those are guys like worth like simping for. Like Flannel Sand is 100% a Patrick Mahomes simp.
For sure.
Yeah,
like
that's nasty.
That's nasty.
JB was there actually. We were at Stick's house watching the game, and we said Josh Allen was like 1B to Patrick Mahomes, and Sam was like, no. Yeah. He wasn't having. He was like,
no, correct yourself.
Yeah, he was like visibly bothered by like that statement.
Yeah,
and he kept like even before he left.
It's true though.
True.
It's
1A?
true.
Like 1B or
1A, 1B.
Yeah, for sure, without a doubt.
Josh Allen's a freak, dude. And he's
freak elite.
Like 6'6". He can throw the ball 70 yards flat-footed. Like it doesn't make sense.
In that debate, I only take Mahomes because he's like cleaner. Like when he runs, he's sliding.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen trucking.
He's a heavyweight. He's the heavyweight quarterback
for
sure. For sure. I was gonna say though, the reason I think Neil's dying on the Tua hill, yes, he probably was like one of the guys I wanted to draft him.
Yeah.
I didn't. I
wanted Tua.
How about now? Like back in time?
I would, still take him for sure.
Just because of Kudo ended up what he is, or
no, because he's still a much better value than Jared Goff.
Better than Jared Goff?
A much better value than Jared Goff.
Oh,
Yes, I think they're very similar players, and he's getting paid 10% of what Jared Goff is.
Yeah, that's fair. They're like the same guy, but Tua runs.
And he protects the ball a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, Goff, man. Like, when people try to blame the coaching in that situation from last week, like, bro, did you not see him underthrow that? Like,
it was bad.
How?
I couldn't believe that, man. People were on Twitter saying, you got to fire Dan Campbell for this one. That's all that. Like, your quarterback had 4 turnovers, and they fumbled on the 1 yard line. Like,
yeah, and it wasn't even like this type of like, because sometimes with some interceptions I feel bad. I feel like there should be 2 separate categories for defense, right? Like interceptions and then picks. Interception, a clean like that's your ball, and a pick where like the receiver it tips off and he picks up from there. Like Goff's interceptions aren't even always that. They're just like the lame duck, sorry ass, pathetic ass water gun throws.
Damn.
They are.
Say it with your chest.
You know I felt that way.
I know.
When it comes to like
I
throwing,
said worse things about Jared Goff.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not gonna repeat because I don't want you to move on from that.
I do.
Yeah, I do too. He'll be gone. He'll be gone soon anyway.
That was a long time ago. That was in my youth.
I apologize.
Y'all killing me with this.
Fight for my life out here.
Oh, JB, I thought you had an R. Kelly joke.
Oh, no.
Oh, yo, yeah. I'm down. I'll get it. We'll get the R. Kelly
Yo,
drop.
kill me with this. That's the one we have to get.
I got you.
Yeah.
What up?
Oh, I was gonna say definitely not a drop. No, it doesn't look like a palm tree right now. But I was gonna say that R. Kelly video that we were watching, the one pre-show where he was singing in the crowd.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that's such a nasty video.
Yeah, where was he? Ecuador or where?
Somewhere. I don't remember.
He was singing in like a third world country, talking about, "Do you want to come
Yeah,
to America?"
It was Africa. It was like what? It was a country in Africa.
Yeah.
Dude.
It was like Ghana or something.
It was
tough to harmonizing. Like, do you got your passport?
Do you got your shots? Dudes, mine's going mad. Yeah,
mine's going mad.
That's the 2022.
That's the type of thing you lock up though. Like, what are you doing?
The 2022 version. He remixed it. Do you got your vaccination?
Have you seen the documentary about R. Kelly? Surviving R. Kelly.
I don't like to watch those stuff.
Yeah, I can't handle stuff with kids.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried.
It's pretty wild.
I watched on accident Michael Jackson when I texted Sus. He's like, no.
Okay, stop. I did not defend.
Well, no, okay, go ahead.
Surviving Neverland. Or?
Yeah, it was Surviving Neverland or whatever. Easy texted me at like 3 a.m, and I'm already drunk. I'm chilling, and this guy Easy's just like, Michael Jackson, man. I love him. He makes great music, but he did that. And I was like, listen, man, I'm not making no judgment. I didn't watch it. I don't got the stomach to even like go, like you said, with kids. Like that's just disgusting.
That's why it messed me up.
Yeah,
because like Michael, like his music's so good, but he did that shit. There is. When you get arrested and you're like going to trial, whatever, you get this thing called a discovery packet, and it's like all the evidence like against you. And
when shit hits the fan, is you still a fan?
Hey.
That man gave us Billie Jean. You really think he touched them kids?
Yeah,
he did.
But there was actually a Kendrick leak where he was kind of like, maybe he did. There was one. I'll send it to you guys. I'll show you guys after the show.
I want to do like a man on the street. Oh, we do it this Sunday. We catch anybody with Yeezys on, we gotta call them out.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Cancel this mine.
But the R. Kelly doc was
nasty.
It is nasty. It's bad.
I don't got the stomach for those.
Yeah. Did you watch that? R.
Oh
Kelly
yeah, I
doc?
saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it. You know, I wanted to believe the brother, but after watching that, there's just no way.
There's no way.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
Oh, he for sure. He was singing it. Bring people home.
He had young women chained down in basements.
What?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Couldn't leave the house.
Chained.
Like literally chained.
For multiple, like for like a sex thing,
yeah, they would just stay there.
Like a BDSM thing, or like they're hours.
No, they're like they can't leave.
Yeah, but they're brainwashed though.
Yeah,
they were
brainwashed.
So
they were brainwashed.
I got to do what he says.
Yeah, what's it called when you fall in love with your
Stockholm syndrome?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
That stuff is messed up.
Don't do that to me, man.
No.
Hey, were you talking about Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Yeah. Here's what I like about Michael Jackson.
Oh no.
Like, his music
where's this going? No,
it was great. But then he was like, Michael said, no, that's not good enough. I got to add some other stuff. So he was saying shamo and you know, all this kind of stuff. He would add that to his music.
I feel from
words that made no sense.
He was feeling it.
Shamo,
that video of him with Oprah when they're doing the interview, and he's just like,
yeah. Maybe
Oprah started asking questions.
Maybe he had Tourette syndrome and we didn't know.
I feel bad for Michael because Michael, it was mental anguish that like the man has been the biggest superstar on the planet Earth since 6 years old.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And his father. That's a whole other story. Getting into it.
We'll get into it.
But
Detroit sports. Detroit sports. Right? How does this affect LeBron's legacy?
Lady Jane's. You can come to Lady Jane's for an award-winning experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a down payment on your dream home, up to $200,000. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, no appointment necessary. Because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Woodward Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row. This time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram using hashtag Woodward Front Row. We'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man.
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got 1 toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
The Sports Marketing Agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're a player or a fan, helping you buy, sell, or invest is Michael Phillips' top priority. Being in the game for 23 years makes Mike the #1 option for anyone. If you have real estate needs, call Michael Phillips at 313-403-0011. That's 313-403-0011. Michael Phillips, game on.
Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights.
I'm telling you, after we get off here, go watch his interview with Oprah. They're like sitting down on like the steps. They're like sitting down on the steps, and Oprah's like asking him questions, and he's just not even looking at her. It's like, come on,
Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my man Spin Morax. Got Young Sus in the TV booth, JB Smooth with the 1s and 2s. And we got a special guest on accent, Uncle T. Foss in the building, legendary Terry Foster. I got one question for you, just because you brought up the Michael Jackson thing.
Yeah, I just came in because I lost my coat, but go ahead.
I'm just here so don't get fined.
All right.
James Brown. He did all that crap.
Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, my cousin would have parties in the basement, and they dragged me out of bed like at 2 in the morning to do James Brown.
You?
Yeah, me. I was on my knees going, I got him. I got the feeling. I mean, just go. I'd be sweating and everything. Oh,
that's how he was too. Oh, yeah. You watch his old tapes. He's sweating like a mother.
Eddie Murphy's James Brown, like, I think in Delirious when he's making fun of James Brown, is so good. He'd be talking to the band. The band doesn't know what he's saying. He's like,
that, you know,
yeah,
that's another dude. You know what he was saying.
The band wouldn't know what he was saying. He'd just be, yeah, what is it? Yeah.
So they just keep on playing.
Just keep saying yeah. Hey!
That's probably what Michael Jackson got.
Yeah, because he used to watch him growing up.
Oh yeah.
Do you still got the James Brown impression in your repertoire?
That was the best I could do right then. I was young, didn't know any better.
He's winded now.
Stupid,
I tried.
And I got out of bed for like a half an hour.
That's good stuff.
All right, Spinny.
That's probably my favorite part of that Eddie Murphy sketch.
I'm definitely watching after the show.
Hey! Dude, Delirious is the best stand-up of all time.
For sure.
It is.
Starts off, the first like 5 minutes, immediately canceled if he dropped it today.
100%.
Immediately canceled.
100%.
He says the F word
Like the F word.
The cancelable F word.
Yeah.
Like 45 times in the first 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It was
100%. But real quick, actually, I'm sorry. This is way off topic. I know we're a sports show, but you know how they call Dave Chappelle the GOAT?
Yes.
Stand up. I think he's a GOAT at like sketch comedy.
No, Dave Chappelle stand-up.
Like stand-up,
crazy, dude.
Name us
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle stand-up better than Delirious or like on the level.
No, Delirious is the best stand-up, and Raw is very good as well.
That's like GOAT stand-up material to me.
Yeah.
Like Dave Chappelle his stand-up. I couldn't tell you a Dave Chappelle stand-up bit. I really couldn't. But his sketches on Comedy, I can tell you that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he's his websites.
We'll get into my bag because Dave Chappelle. Well, stand-up in general is just my third bag.
Yeah.
And my take on it is that it's the way Dave is like Jay-Z, the way he aged gracefully, where Eddie didn't allow himself to do that. Like, and Dave talks about this a lot. Eddie looks back at those stand-ups that we all deem great.
Yeah.
And he's like embarrassed and cringe because he, like, as a person, he doesn't think those things, he doesn't feel those things.
Yeah.
It was all just.
He was so
young.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah, it was all humor.
Dr. Detroit in the Woodward Sports Chat says Richard Pryor. My dad's favorite stand-up comedian is Richard Pryor.
That's my top three.
Bernie Mac is one of the most slept-on stand-up comedians of all time.
Absolutely. I got to listen to Bernie.
Bernie Mac is so funny.
Patrice O'Neal.
Yes.
You partake that guy.
Oh, yeah.
So damn
Someone
funny.
said Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Cat
Williams is great. His day. That's what I'm saying. Like when I think Dave, I don't think stand-up. I think of his sketch stuff. And I think we just, because we knew he's you know what I'm saying, stand-up from like his base, we gave him the GOAT title.
To me, why Dave is the GOAT is because he's so good at weaving messages into being funny.
Yes.
Like they're honestly funny sermons. Like he's not even really doing stand up. Like he's doing it in a different way.
Yeah.
It's just kind of more. The message is there, and then he has like a couple jokes in it that are funny. But he's brilliant storyteller. He's one of the best storytellers I've ever heard in my life of like any genre.
Who's your favorite stand-up comedian, T-Foss?
Well, I like Chappelle, but you know, one thing he'll do is he'll admit to something that none of us would, and he'll say, "Yeah, I saw the 500-pound woman, and I kind of liked it." And the rest will be like, "Oh no, keep her away from me." But I tell you, who was a great skit person way back in the day was Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
But she doesn't do it anymore, so you kind of look at her as an old hag now. But she did some things on HBO way back in the day where it was really deep, but it was funny as hell. Whoopi.
I can see it. She got canceled too, didn't she?
Did she?
Yeah, I think
been
she got
canceled a couple times.
Yeah.
But she got back.
Whoopi Goldberg? What did Whoopi do?
Wait, what did Whoopi do? Yeah, I missed that.
Some anti-Semitic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all don't understand why are black people attacking Jews now?
I ain't going down there.
That's can of worms.
You know what I'm saying? We just got our show. You know?
We're heavyweight spot to Saturday. Check it out.
Hey, anybody that helped start the NAACP is okay with me.
That's fair.
Who did that?
Jewish people.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
We couldn't start anything back then. We needed help on everything.
You saying they run everything?
But your boy Kanye, man, just
Kanye says
that stuff ain't cool.
It's not cool.
The Woodward Sports Chat wants to know about Red Fox, T-Foss.
He was the dirtiest. He was dirtier than Richard Pryor.
Really?
I heard Richard Pryor was like wild.
Yeah, he was wild.
But Red Fox was off the chain, man. But maybe I thought he was dirtier because at the time everybody was trying to be like Bill Cosby was when he did stand up. It was all clean, and no cursing. And my man Sinbad never cursed through any of his stand-ups. But Red Fox was just liking to everybody.
People put Sinbad in there.
I want to add another name, George Carlson. George Carlson was also a legend.
Jeff Dunham.
No.
Hashtag clown sauce.
You know who's the last comedian I saw?
Who?
Rob Parker.
Rob Parker was a comedian?
He did a stand-up a couple weeks ago.
What?
Yeah, at the
like Detroit Sports Rob Parker?
Yeah. He just that's his new
the one I beat
journey,
up.
His new venture.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, you beat him up?
You never heard that story?
We boxed.
You did tell me
He
that.
went around lying that said he won the fight. I beat his ass. Wasn't even close. And we're trying to find the tape.
Have you reached out?
Corey Woods, who used to work here, suppose he's got a connection. He can get the tape.
How did the fight happen again?
They used to have fight night at the Palace, and so they asked me and Rob, because we were columnists at the News and the Free Press, to fight each other for a charity thing. So they put these big ass gloves on us. Like you couldn't hurt anybody, no matter. Like Mike Tyson would have hit me with the gloves and it wouldn't have hurt. That bad. But anyway, we got in the ring and did 3 rounds, 3 1-minute rounds.
You were piecing him up?
I busted him up, man. Knocked his headgear off.
This is legit. So that gotta be filmed. How's it not filmed?
This fool writes up, and then the decision came. I won unanimously, and he wrote his column the next day. He got robbed.
Oh, he lost for sure. Then he wrote a column about how he didn't lose. That's like when we stick to the grappling thing. Stick was like, "Yeah, I could have just laid there for 10 minutes too, but I didn't."
Stick's still going around saying he could have beat your ass.
I know. That's
but,
how.
But he likes you, and he didn't want to hurt you. And all you did was lay on him.
Yeah, that's how things go. Someone's laying down, you be able to whoop their ass. You better whoop their ass, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the homie though. Bojan Bogdanović.
We got 2 minutes. We'll
got
get
2
into that in a
minutes.
second.
All right, JB, who's your favorite comedian?
Man, I'm probably about to die on this hill right here, but I will give it to Dave Chappelle for stand-up wise. Not stand-up, but sketch comedy. But for me, it's either Kevin Hart or you guys said before, Cat Williams. Kevin Hart or Cat Williams.
Yeah, Cat back in the day was
Cat was
fire,
goated
bro.
at stand-up. He had some great.
I'll never forget the Shaq Baby one. He's making fun of Shaq's son.
Yeah. Kevin Hart too. Same with Kevin Hart's first 3 stand-ups.
Yeah.
Fantastic, amazing.
Yeah. Kevin Hart actually he's good at stand-up.
Kevin Hart looks like he's sitting down.
Yeah.
When he's doing stand-up.
His newer ones weren't as good.
Rob Parker does stand-up,
but his first 3,
Is he good?
No.
Is that you saying that you guys got beef?
You know, he had a couple of jokes that were funny and we laughed. So.
Yeah.
I feel like I would try it, but I would just wing it though. I wouldn't I feel too corny if I wrote stuff down.
It's a really good date idea to go to a stand-up comedy.
Oh, for sure.
Especially when you see and there's one in Royal Oak too.
So
there's one in Royal Oak. And you go and you get 8 comedians. They all got different joke styles, and then you kind of just it's a really good low-key date idea.
Chris Rock is up there. Chris Rock. I saw Chris Rock in the Woodward Sports chat. Paul Thomas said no love for Chris Rock. Chris Tucker's really good too.
Yeah. I mean, although half of Chris Tucker's stand-up is just him impersonating Michael Jackson, but he does it so well that it's just still good.
Jim Gaffigan was really funny too.
Cough sauce and Norman was pretty good.
This is probably an old school tape, but anybody remember Aries Spears?
Aries
Spears.
He got canceled too, didn't he?
What was the dude who used to do Hickory Dickory Dock?
The Elvis looking dude?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh damn. I forgot his name.
Man.
Also got to throw Bill Burr in the conversation too.
Oh yeah, Bill Burr.
Dude, he's hilarious.
Bill Burr is great.
You know who's
Joe Rogan's stand-up is good too.
I've never been a fan of his.
I love Joe Rogan. His stand-up sucks.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I agree, 100%, same way.
I don't think I've ever seen I've ever seen a whole.
Chris D'Elia is funny. He got canceled.
Chris D'Elia is funny.
Theo, we should go Theo when he comes.
Oh, Theo Vaughn? Yeah,
let's go.
I'm down.
Yeah, y'all put Theo Vaughn in the group chat on Instagram all the time.
Dude, Theo Vaughn is so funny when he talks about
Andrew Dice Clay.
Andrew Dice Clay,
yes sir.
Hickory Dickory.
He's good.
Let me tell you about Centron.
That Theo Vaughn skit about him beating Down syndrome. I beat it. He's like, word around my city. I beat it. It didn't come from me.
My favorite type of weed.
Was cocaine. Theo Vaughn is good. Bob Saget, great.
Yeah.
Centron,
that's a great name.
The official energy drink of the Detroit Red Wings is now letting their 3-pack sampler be available at CentronWorld.com/Red Wings. They got the cranberry, the OG, and the sugar-free, all in one limited edition pack. Again, that's at CentronWorld.com/Red Wings. Let's go, Red Wings. Get energized with Centron's Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
The biggest rivalry in the state is almost here. That means one thing, the biggest tailgate party in the state. Join Woodward Sports for our tailgate takeover before the U of M versus State game on October 29th. Will Harbaugh and the boys pull out the win? Or is Tuck still coming? We will find out at the Big House, Michigan legend Braylon Edwards will be handing out food, prizes, and much more. So no matter what team you root for, come party with the network that does it best. The Woodward Sports Network. The Tailgate Takeover, powered by Custom Health Centers, Syntron, and Planet Fitness.
Woodward Sports, you see the name!
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Custom Health Centers. Has summer left you feeling a little chubby? Not me. Custom Health Centers can take the willpower out of weight loss, whether you need to lose 20 or 120. Custom Health Centers will help you do it quickly and safely. Go to CustomHealthCenters.com or give them a call today at 844-789-THIN. Once again, that's 844-789-THIN. Shout out to King Horse.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy Joe, my man Spitmo Rex.
What up, though?
You got Young Sus in the TV booth, JB Smooth, the ones and twos. We're walking along on a Tuesday. We just like flamed through 2 segments.
We did about nothing.
Where you want to go? You want to talk Pistons?
Let's go Bogey, yeah.
Can I tell on you what you said last night in the chat? I don't know if you meant it jokingly or.
What did I say?
About Saddiq?
Oh yeah, I was joking. You can say it if you want, though.
I feel like it's legit, though. No?
Oh, Tom
really.
Segura,
If
another
you truly
good comedian.
believed in it,
yeah.
I feel like there's a stance to argue.
There is, but I didn't believe in it. I was joking.
Can I tell him?
Yeah.
Spencer said he'd love to make out with Saddiq Bey. So he fawned. No, Spencer, after the Detroit Pistons game, if you guys didn't watch last night, Saddiq missed 2 free throws that would have brought us within 1 point. I think it was in the final minute.
Yes, final.
2, both of them in a row.
Yeah.
And afterwards, Spinny hit this group chat like, trade him.
Yeah.
Ship him out of here.
Yeah.
Get rid of him.
I was joking.
I was joking.
It was a joke. I know how Pistons Twitter gets.
Yeah. Dude, I ain't worried about them 12-year-olds.
It was a joke.
We just came with their moms yesterday. Quite literally.
That is true. Quite literally.
Yeah, and you scared now? You said you were obeying their moms, and now you're scared?
Yeah, no, I'm not scared. But I just don't want that to be misconstrued like I was joking.
So he was fawn. No, but if you did believe in that stance, I think there's a fair argument to be had there with the emergence of Bojan Bogdanović.
Yes.
Some people are already kind of like questioning the combination of the two on the floor together.
Bojan's the trade bait.
You rather trade?
Yes. You'd get much better of a return for Bojan Bogdanović.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because a team that's willing to give up assets like that, you're looking for a guy that'll win, guy that'll be that missing piece, and that's what Bojan Bogdanović has looked like. Obviously, we knew what he brought to the table when we got him. He was already the best shooter in Detroit as soon as he stepped in the door. But you look what he's doing this year. Do you have the graphics of his stats? Yeah, you could throw that up.
Yeah.
This guy has been
a flamethrower,
absolute heater this year. You look at that, 23.2 points per game, 53.3 from the field, 51 from the 3, 88 from the stripe. He leads the NBA in made threes. This guy has been a flamethrower. You look what he did last night in 34 minutes. 12-21 from the field, 6-12 from 3, 33 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. He did have 5 fouls and 2 turnovers, but it's all right.
But we gonna be all right.
We'll look past that because they are targeting him on the defensive end, which is it makes sense. But you look at what he's doing. I didn't see this man this crafty in Utah. He didn't have that open ability to drive the ball, to try to finish around the rim, to try to get his 2-point shot off in Utah. In Utah, he was a spot-up shooter. They had him, and they had him as the math teacher, and they had the social studies teacher in Joe Ingles just standing on the corner. Honestly, that was probably when they had. I hope they had Joe Ingles, Bogdanović, and Gordon Hayward all at the same time, because those Mormons in Utah were probably loving it.
Sold out.
Sold out. We got 3 white guys who are good at basketball.
They're like, if only we would have got marketed sooner.
Yeah, but
guys, tonight's game we're gonna have a whiteout.
Every game of Utah is a whiteout.
Every game of Utah is a whiteout. But you look at what he's bringing to this Pistons team, and that's exactly what he's going to be. Troy Weaver is going to turn Kelly Olynyk and Saban Lee into a first-round draft pick. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That is insane. We are getting a first-round draft pick for Bojan Bogdanović this year, guaranteed. Take it to the bank.
One Jeff Iafredi's kind of convinced of, like, re-signing him. Are you in that camp at all? Is that No?
No. I love what he's doing. He brings a lot to the game, but his value is bringing in an asset. I wouldn't mind if they re-signed him, but I'd rather they ship him for a first-rounder.
I wouldn't mind. I guess I don't mind either way, but, like, we see what he is. I'm looking up his age right now. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head.
I believe 31 or 32.
That's 33.
Oh.
So a little bit older. So, okay. Get the first round pick.
May have just been his birthday.
Let's get the first round.
So you had your hand raised. Did you have something to say?
We'll get the Lakers.
No. We're going to get the Lakers pick in 2030.
Yeah. My thing with Bojan is that you brought up the point of not seeing him handle stuff. I've seen that before. He just didn't get the chance to do it in Utah. If you look back to his Indiana days, when Indiana Pacers were in the playoffs, he was actually doing a lot of ball handling, pick and roll action. So I knew he had this stuff in it, and I think I even said it on the show when we first picked him up, or when the Pistons first traded for him, that it was another ball handling wing, which will really help the Pistons in that regard. Of course, shooting is the main thing he brings, but that combined with the fact that, like you said, he's balling right now. Price of a brick is going up,
Price of a brick going up for sure.
Price of a brick is going up.
You might have to give us a first and a young player if you want Bojan.
Yeah.
Do you really think Bojan go for a first round pick, though?
Yes, 100%. No doubt in my mind.
Give me, like, an example to, like, believe in with that one, though. Like, who...
Karis LeVert couldn't even shoot like that, and that's not the greatest example because he's a little younger.
Yeah.
But, Karis LeVert got a first. I mean, I just can't see Bojan Bogdanović, a premium shooter, going for anything less than a first, especially if he's leading the NBA. And he's going to do this whole season. He's going to not keep up this pace, obviously, but he's going to be basically showcasing his talent for contenders all the way till February.
I don't know about first round. I mean, who... I guess you have to look at, like, the true contenders, right? Like, that'd be the teams giving up a first rounder for him because you're contending with him now. The guy's 33 years old, so the Suns, the Phoenix, LA.
Phoenix is looking to get rid of Jay Crowder.
The Celtics last year traded Romeo Langford, Josh Richardson, a 2022 first, and a 2028 first for Derek White.
Yeah.
Ew.
That was a good one.
Damn, 2 firsts for Derek White?
Yes.
And I believe they gave up another first for Brogdon, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In the offseason.
Gross.
The Raptors traded Gordon Dragic and a 2022 first to the Spurs for Thad Young, Drew Eubanks, and a 2022 second.
Yeah.
We got Pistons Talk in the building. If you guys don't know, this is my guy Anthony Colombo. He runs Pistons Talk on Twitter. He's got all the ins and outs, Detroit Pistons inside information. Do you believe Bojan Bogdanović can go for a first-round pick?
I do.
Oh. Oh, he's got to get your mic on.
Yeah, so I'm trying to look at more. I pulled up.
Hop out, made it look sexy.
Where'd they even come from?
Because he said pull up, hop out. It's Kendrick. Element. You don't know that?
I hate you, so.
Tell us about Guardian Alarm real quick, Spinny. We'll come back.
Guardian Alarm. We'll keep you protected and give you peace of mind. Whether you're at home or on the road with their 24/7 local monitoring, they make sure the things that are important to you stay safe. All you have to do is call
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
Right now, and let them know Woodward Sports sent you. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row, this time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram using hashtag Woodward Front Row. We'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man.
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got 1 toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Kroger's, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
I can't do I want to do a Campbell impression so bad, but they're so bad. Win front row tickets to Detroit versus Green Bay. To enter, it's simple, guys. All you do is record a video of yourself impersonating Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell. Post that same video to Instagram and or Twitter. Make sure you use the hashtag Woodward Front Row. Make sure you're following Woodward Sports, and we will select 3 winners to each receive 2 tickets, 2 front row tickets to Detroit versus Green Bay. The winner will be announced on November 4th. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my man, Spin More Racks.
What up, though? You sound more like Joe Swanson.
That's why I saved it for this and not Campbell, because that's not Campbell. But before we
I'm just doing it for no reason.
No, I'm just doing it for no reason. We invite a special guest into the studio. Man, I'm going to drive home after work. Anthony Colombo, Pistons Doc. Bojan Bogdanović going for a first-round pick.
Is that supposed to be Joe Swanson or Ryan Armani?
Wow, shots fired. Ryan sounds nothing like that, does he?
Kind of. A little bit higher pitched.
Yeah.
And here we go. That's Armani.
To answer your question, yes, I think he will go for a first-round pick. Spencer was reading some of the trades for the players during the break that went for a first-round pick.
Yeah.
You're getting a guy that's an 18 points per game scorer, higher here in Detroit.
Yeah.
I think you can get a first-round pick, and if you want a young asset or you want another contributing player, maybe you want to shred the cap space. Like I made the analysis yesterday on Twitter. Like you could get a first-round pick for him right now. A lot of Pistons fans want to keep him.
Yeah.
But he's 33.
Yeah.
But where does he kind of fit into that timeline? That's my question to you guys, because I like him, but I just kind of feel like he's too old. And like if you can get a lot for him, you got to make the move.
Yes,
that's fair.
Agree.
That's fair. I think I mean, read off that Derek White trade.
Because I'm back in 2009 right now.
Kyle Korver is traded.
Celtics
time travel.
Traded Romeo Langford, Josh Richardson, a 2022 first, and a 2028 first swap to the Spurs for Derek White.
Crazy.
2 players, 2 picks.
2 first rounders.
Yeah. Well, one's a swap, but still.
Yeah. I'm sure like there's protection on him too, but like I guess definitely for sure do it because we just witnessed. Not only we saw Troy do it in the first draft, or 2020 with Saddiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart maneuvering those things, but like Jalen Duren this year flipped for cash considerations and like what Milwaukee's 2027 first round pick.
That's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Cash considerations.
And like yeah.
Cash considerations.
For real.
Best player in that.
Apple Pay.
Apple Pay. But I'm looking at the Nets absolutely fleeced the Sixers.
What is it?
In that deal. James Harden and Paul Millsap for Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, Ben Simmons, and 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But Bojan, back to what we were talking about. Bojan, yes, I think can easily go for a first. I think you can go for a first and a player, and I think you need to do that right at the trade deadline. Get your maximum value out of him. And get rid of him because, like Anthony said, he doesn't really fit the timeline of the rest of this team. He'll be 36 when Cade is budding into a superstar.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have a first-round draft pick to add to this. And you got Alec Burks coming back too, so maybe he can be traded too. If he comes in, he's shooting at a 50% clip too.
Him and Cade, or even Killian, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
people like Killian a lot better once those.
You look at his contract, it's like 17, 18 million.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's going to want at least a bag, try to secure that last bag before he does retire.
Yes.
And he's not a guy that I want to give $20 million to invest into the team when, you kind of look at the free agencies this summer where you could probably, get guys that kind of fit that timeline better. Not to say, like, he's not a good player. I think he's a phenomenal player. Like, he led the Pistons last night in scoring against the Hawks. I mean, love him as a player, but like I wanted him like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like that's how good he was. Like when he was with the Pacers or with Washington, like that's when I wanted him. But I mean, Troy Weaver, it's a win-win situation with him.
Yeah. That's what I say. He turned Kelly Olynyk and Saban Lee into a first-round pick.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
I mean, Danny Ainge and white players.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, literally.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
He loves them. Danny Ainge loves them. And he's in Utah now, so it's just a perfect fit.
Oh,
we have just real quick, we have a you might hit person to answer one on that one, JB. Maybe a caller.
Is it Borat again?
I don't know. Hello?
Hello?
Hi. What's going on? Thank you for calling in. Who's this?
Hi. This is young Seth's mom once again.
I knew that.
I wanted to touch on you guys' conversation about Bojan Bogdanović.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really think that he's an absolute dog, much like my son Chris when he was a little youngin'. Yeah, you should have saw him on that 7th grade court. Wow, he could tear it up. He averaged like 4 points a game. He was our top scorer. But anyway, yeah, and the way the NBA was going right now, you can get a first round for a bag of peanuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A bag of peanuts used to cost like 75 cents back in the day to me.
Thank you.
Like a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Hey, Mama Sus, when are you going to have us over for dinner?
Oh, you guys are invited all the time. Also, you guys can also be invited to my bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for calling in, Mama Sus.
Mama Sus invited us to the bedroom. Whoa.
Heavyweights mounting up.
She's trying to win a Big Ten championship.
It's upcoming.
Detroit Red Wings score in Boston real quick. Anthony, you go first.
5-1 Boston.
Spinning.
Yeah, 4-1 Boston.
5-2 Boston.
JB, give us a couple of your
Thursday night.
degenerate Thursday night football picks.
Oh my god, that last call had me. But it's Bucks versus the Ravens tonight, so I'm obviously taking the over. Their two defenses are terrible. I don't see any reason they can't score at least 20 plus a piece on this one. Chris Godwin, anytime touchdown. Tom Brady's been targeting him in the red zone, man. I'm taking it. So, let's be honest, Ravens defense is terrible in the red zone as it is. So, you got to go for it on that one. So, those are my two for tonight.
You got over under on Tom Brady's passing yards?
Please sit over.
I'm taking it over. I don't know the total, though.
Okay.
So.
I like it. Well, we appreciate you all for tapping in.
He didn't give him a number. He's like,
I didn't know it either. He's degenerate. No. I appreciate everyone for tapping in. Make sure you stay tuned with us. You know where we are. We're on the WoodwardSports.com. You know it's Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. We got the pick 'em tomorrow. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you tell a friend. Make sure you share the stream. For the man to my left, the one, the only, Speak Easy. Young Sus, hold it down at TV booth. Our boy JB Smooth on the ones and twos. And the special guest, Terry Foster. And Anthony Piston Talks Colombo. I am Spencer Exter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. Mama Sus, I'll see you later. You know what I'm saying?